And joining us now is Chris Wesley, Director of Student Ministries for the Church in the Nativity. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Kevin. I appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris, and how you sort of ended up at the Church in the Nativity, first of all.
So I went to Xavier University in Cincinnati, Ohio, and after 4 years of the Jesuits, I decided I needed one more. So I got involved with the Jesuit Volunteer Corps, and that's what brought me here to Baltimore, Maryland. And it was a great year. It was a wonderful experience. Fell in love with the city and realized I needed a job. So went online and found one for a middle school youth minister position and decided I could do that for about 2 years till I got a real job. And 10 years later, I'm there today overseeing the entire student ministry program.
Talk about that too. It sounds like a big position, director of student ministries. So what does that encompass?
Yeah, it's the professional way of saying youth ministry, student ministry, but essentially my job is to oversee all of our youth programs in middle school, high school. We have a young adult college age program, and then also the confirmation program as well. And on our team we have a part-time middle school youth minister, Susan Smith, and a project manager, Kelly Lippenholtz, who helps us with the content and curriculum development.
And talk about that. So talk about some of the things and some of the programs that you do there.
Sure. So our middle school and high school program are small group based. So what that means is our students go deeper in their faith through a small group format, which means that's about 6 to 8 students in a group. They're divided up by gender and grade. So we have a 9th grade guys small group, 7th grade girls small group. And so they meet on a weekly basis, high school Thursday nights, middle school Sunday nights. And so that's like the core of our program. Now, where we get the content or how we present that content to the students for the small groups is done in a large group setting. And so that's done through a message that I'll deliver or Susan Smith will deliver. And that message actually reflects what our pastor, Father White, will deliver on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. Talk about it. You mentioned you've been there for 10 years now, and you mentioned Father Tom White too. But the whole rebuild process, how has that helped you in your ministry and sort of your coordination with things?
Yeah, when I first came there, I definitely recognized that this was a different type of parish. But the great thing about just being a part of it is the encouragement that we have as a staff to think outside the box, to try things, to fail, yet learn from those failures and to move on. And so what it's helped us do is really recognize who's in our community, how can we serve them, and how is God calling us to love them.
Yeah. How about the kids themselves? What have you seen over the past 10 years and maybe the development of the kids, or has things outside the secular forces affected them more now than you think when you first started?
Yeah, it seems like the challenges they change slightly, but they're similar. So we're always competing for their time and their attention. I mean, that's the thing that has not changed through the 10 years that I've been there. So what we've looked at as a youth ministry is how to create consistent opportunities, irresistible environments, and authentic relationships so that we can reach them there. And we've seen students respond greatly when they see that the church is present for them and available for them on a regular basis, and helping them to go deeper in that relationship by tackling some of the big questions, but also helping them stay focused on what's most important.
Yeah. And how is it all integrated into the whole parish community itself, and how does that work for you and your ministry?
Yeah, so one of the keys to building a successful and effective youth ministry program is, one, by building a consistent program like our small group program. However, I think an essential part, and something that maybe a lot of youth ministries or parishes miss out on, is having it incorporated into everyday parish life. So when you come on a Sunday or Saturday, my hope is that you not only see hundreds of adults serving, but you see teenagers serving alongside of them in leadership roles as well. And actually I can think of several students who are helping us direct Mass, coordinating the flow of the weekend, just taking charge and lead. So we want to put them in those high leadership positions. It's also important to get them involved in our mission efforts and just feeling like they're a part of not just the future church, but the present church now.
Any hopes for the future as you continue on in your ministry?
Yeah, just hope to continue to grow our ability to reach out to more and more students. You know, we're in a large parish, which is great, but there's so many teenagers in our community that we would love to reach out to and let them know that Jesus Christ loves them and that God's there for them.
Yeah. Well, good luck. It sounds like you're doing a great job
Yeah,
there.
thank you very much. So.
Thanks, Chris.